There you go. Zoom is nice.
Very nostalgic.
Yeah. Hanan, did you hear that when you were in college? This meeting is being recorded or what?
Yeah, yeah, the first semester. Even in school.
Got it. How many of you guys over here? Feel free to turn your cameras on, by the way. If you guys have camera, I would love to see your faces. But how many of you guys use Zoom for school? I'm curious. Or used to during the COVID days? Used to. Yeah, that's sad. Maybe no, but then Zoom is the best platform to host these community meets, I think. Because Discord could just go into chaos. But yeah, still accepting everyone who is in the waiting room. Okay, I'm gonna disable the waiting room. Hold up. Stools gone. Cool, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us this Monday at 9:30 p.m. for the community call. And thank you all so much for the efforts you have been putting in to Atomic Clips. In this meeting, we will be covering a few things, right? First of all, I have an exciting announcement that in 3 hours from now, roughly around 12:30 a.m. Indian Standard Time, we will be launching a new campaign altogether. This campaign is for a podcast called Sorcery. Hanan, feel free to drop that link in the chat. And this podcast is super exciting. It has a lot more episodes than HD and HD, and it is going to be really exciting. They have an episode with the founder of VOP, for example. They have an episode with really cool people. Let me just open up and check the most popular episodes again. Oh, they have an episode with Cluely. They have an episode with Roy Lee. He's super hot on the internet right now. How many of you guys are aware of him? Really? Roy Lee, the founder of Cluely? He's like that Asian person in SF,
Eat
and
on
he's
everything.
studying all everyone's Instagram reels right now with a lot of advice. So he's really hot. So if you go to Sorcery and you go to Popular, you will see that being the first episode, right? And then we also have a few more really interesting episodes with Sorcery. So we will be launching another $2,000 campaign on Sorcery. So same bounty as HD and HD. New thing goes live tonight, and for that you will have to create separate accounts again because we cannot be posting Sorcery's clips on HD and HD's accounts, right? If you were a podcast host, would you like that for yourself? Is a question I would ask. So, like, assume you had your own podcast. Would you like your content going out on someone else's podcast? No, you'd rather prefer your own page, right? So we are doing that for Sorcery starting around 12:30 a.m. IST. We will give you guys the link to that server as well. Now, to get into things, I will screen share and we will go over the agenda. So we have a few standout clips. I want to review all of these together. Some clips have really gotten a lot of views. Um, then we will also look at some bad clips and tell you guys what not to do. We'll also go over some new ideas and then go over the next steps. Okay, sound good? Let's get into it. If at any time you need to speak something or if you have any valuable input to provide to the community, raise your hand. Okay. I don't know how that works. Can people raise their hand? Hanan, can you check? Yes. Okay. People can raise their hand. Very cool. Thank you. So if you need to speak, if there's something you want to say, raise your hand. Let's go over the clip with the most views first of all. Obviously, it is that Airwallex clip that everyone has seen by now. Can you guys see on my screen?
Yeah.
Okay.
This girl called Lucy just showed up in a coffee shop. Now, this is the first time I met.
So this on YouTube
One
Shorts.
of your houses, which is very spoken
God
about.
damn it. So this on YouTube Shorts has gotten quite a few views, 78,000. And one thing I want all of us to note here is look at how it starts. It's not exactly starting with Jack speaking directly. Okay. And this is not even where Jack was on H3's podcast. This is 20VC. This is Jack on another podcast. They've taken this first 2 or 3 seconds because it looks cool. Okay, it looks better, perhaps. It looks like a real podcast set. So they've taken 3 seconds from another podcast where Jack was. Then another very key element of what made this short go viral is the title itself. The $8 billion is at the start, right? So how he got his first raise without no term sheet or no docs, right? Like there was no document. And the $8 billion Airwallex CEO, I think this is what really helped as well. And then we started with some trendy music before we got into the clip.
This girl called Lucy just showed up in a coffee shop. Now, this is the first time I met her, and she asked me what I do. I said, I work in the bank and blah, blah, blah. It's like, oh, why don't we just have dinner? And during the dinner, she asked me, what are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. Actually, we're going to resign to start a company for airlines to do global money movement. And she's like, oh, tell me more about it. And then we just talk about it. And then she's like, how are you going to do it? I was like, oh, we're going to go back.
So this was the clip. I'm sure you all have seen it. One thing over here, I would say, just for general like hygiene, do try to show Henrique once or twice, perhaps Henrique's reactions themselves inside of the clips, right? That's something that'll perhaps just increase attention a bit, or if not, at least build more mind share around Henrique. Now there are captions, obviously, and the music is also super trendy. I think that is what contributed to this clip going super viral. Not super viral, but 78K views in 2-3 days is a very good start, to say the least. I'm sure that this clip will keep gaining views. Do you guys have any other input as to why you think this clip is performing well? So that is how it's doing. So do try to learn from what this person did. Let's look at the other one. Again, this is the same clip, and this will really show you that it's really going to be 2 or 3 clips that are going to do well. So really keep an eye out on all the other HT and HT side accounts as well. Okay. Look at what's doing the best on the different side accounts, because you don't need to exactly innovate on the clips. Okay. You need to innovate on the edits and how you can use the same angles again and again to get views.
Oh, called Lucy just showed up in a coffee shop. Now, this is the first time I met her, and she asked me what I do. I said, I work in the bank and blah, blah, blah.
I think the caption also helped here, because the caption says this lady offered 1 million, right? And the 1 million is pretty bold. So this, instead of having like subtitles at the very top of the reel, we had something in the caption, and I think that also might have helped.
It's like, oh, why don't we just have dinner? And during the dinner, she asked me, what are you doing? And blah, blah, blah. Actually, we're going to resign to start a company for airlines to do global money movement. And she's just like, oh, tell me more about it. And then we just talk about it. And then she's like, how are you going to do it? I was like, oh, we're going to go back to Hong Kong and raising venture capital. And she's like,
so it's just the same clip, good edit again, same thing, a bit of zoom in, zoom out, and it's doing well organically. Same formula, same clip, which is why I encouraged everyone to use this clip once. Now, what we need to do as a community is find 3-4 more clips like this, right? And then hammer down on them. Because the same clips are going to perform well for everyone, is the point I'm trying to make. I saw the same thing when working at Educate as well, at Iman's company. We used to just repurpose the same clips again and again with new angles, new edits. And when we were exhausted with all the clips, we used to try to come up with new clips, right?
First phase of the company, we charged $2.99 for a gigabyte of storage. And so it scaled a few hundred or thousand users until there was literally a brief moment of panic I had. Somebody like asked a question of, let's say you had 10 million users on your platform, or 20 million or 50 million or whatever. How would you store all the data? I know like, oh my God, you'd have to have like 50 data centers worth of storage. Quite literally, there's not enough storage in the world for the idea that we're trying to pursue. So for us, we had probably like a maximum number of technology shifts any company could have. The first phase of the company, we charged $2.99 for a gigabyte.
Okay, now this short ended up getting, how many views was it? 24K views on YouTube Shorts, okay? I think this clip also has a lot of potential. So clippers, please note this one out as well. This is something you can use. It has been proven on this channel. I don't think the edit necessarily was the best. And I don't think the edit is the most important factor. It's the clip itself. But perhaps we could improve on music. The logo, we can perhaps place it top right. And he panicked because his business exploded. Instead of that, perhaps you could say something like the making of a $3 billion company box, CEO panicking, something like that. Okay. There's a lot more we can do with the title. Verify the valuation number of Box. Aaron Levy is the CEO of Box. So have a look at that. I think this one is something that you guys can redo and get a lot of views out of as well.
On Monday, 11 o'clock, I got $1 million wired to my personal bank account.
That's great.
This girl,
I really think this one has potential as well. So far, this clip only has 10K, right? This is what I mean by rejigging the same clip with a different hook. What this person did, he just rejigged it. Like he just redid the hook.
on Monday, 11 o'clock, I got $1 million wired to my personal bank account.
That's great.
This girl called Lucy just showed up in a coffee shop. Now, this is the first time I met her, and she asked me what I do. I said, I work in the bank and blah, blah, blah. It's like, oh, why don't we just have dinner? And during the dinner, she asked me, what are you doing? And blah, blah, blah. Actually, we're going to resign to start a company for everyone to do global money movement.
Guys, one request to all the clippers, get the company names right. It's Air Wallets with an X, not Air Wallets. Just please get the technical things like the company name, logos, things like that. Just get those correct, please.
To do global money movement. And she's just like, oh, tell me more about it. And then we just talk about it. And then she's like, how are you going to do it? I was like, oh, we're going to go back to Hong Kong and raising venture capital. And then she's like, why don't I give you $2 million, 4% of the company?
Another tip, like the SFX is a little too loud. It can be a bit obnoxious. So try to perhaps lower it, make it a little bit easier to watch. But I think the redoing of the hook here is a very good move here. So take some ideas from this one. Any other ideas from you guys as to why you think this clip is doing well or anything like that?
And also comment on the Brex logo placement. Maybe that needs to change.
Yeah. I feel like you guys don't need to make Brex the logo this big. Place it top right or perhaps bottom right. And there's no need to make it this big, okay? Because then it just looks like an ad. I'm saying keep the Brex logo in, but just keep it slightly smaller, right? But another thing, like, as much as we're reviewing these shorts, I want you guys to remember that the number one contributing factor of a clip going viral is the clip itself. It's not what you edit, okay? 20% is the title you put. 80% is literally the clip you cut, the clip you select.
Not for dating, married people who use Tinder. All right.
Okay, the hook is married people can use Tinder. I think this can also be a really good clip, right? Perhaps we just need to make this a bit louder because I wasn't even able to hear that properly. Justin Mateen over here, he said married people can use Tinder. I didn't hear it.
Married people who use Tinder.
The use of memes, relevant media is always, a good thing.
Not for dating, but just to meet new people. Yeah, just to meet new people. I think that could be one of the biggest products in the world. Yeah, the real value proposition. You know what I mean?
When Henrique is saying yeah, please try to show him as well, because at the end of the day, we do want Henrique's face to get out there. So do show Henrique when he's saying stuff.
Married people who use Tinder.
Okay, I feel like this clip ended too early without a solid conclusion. This one has potential because the hook is great. Married people can use Tinder. People will want to learn more about that shit. Okay, you just need to give them more substance. This can be redone as well. If you're clipping tonight, redo this one. There's a lot that you can play around with here, movie B-rolls, etc. And I think that one has a lot of potential too.
Going through Tinder, you saw so much of like dating patterns. What
perhaps a better hook? Here would be what women want by the Tinder CEO, right? Something like that. By the co-founder of Tinder. Sorry, he's not the current CEO.
did you learn about dating?
Women are truly more selective than men. The number of right swipes for men is historically around 7.
Another way we could angle this clip is the harsh reality of dating for men. Okay, you could put that as the title, the harsh reality of dating for men, and start with this part.
For men is historically around 70%. And if you look at women, 7% of the time.
Put it some sad music behind it. This one can do well too.
Yes, 93%.
There.
If you look at gay, 25 to 30%, yes.
Pictures or descriptions, like any interesting.
More information you have within reason is better. Because if you have less content, you can be catfishing.
Just sounding more authentic. No.
Yeah, again, try not to end clips abruptly. I would say try to give them the complete story. And the way the algorithm rewards these shorts and puts them out in front of the algorithm is because of watch time. So try to get people watching for long, right? The length of the clip also matters.
There was literally a brief moment of panic I had. Somebody like asked a question of, let's say you had 10 million users on your platform, 20 million or 50 million or whatever. How would you store all the data? I know like, oh my God, you'd have to have like 50 data centers worth of storage. But literally there's not enough storage in the world.
I think you guys can also check this one out on your own time. I do think that the titles at the start really help clips perform as well.
Work. I loved making a living and I loved excelling at whatever job I did. And I'm grateful for every one of them. And there wasn't a single one of them that I didn't like because they were there to help me and make me stronger, make me better. And that was my superpower. I loved.
Okay, fair enough. A lot of me, so we can take a lot of these audio clips as well, put movie B-roll, and that is accepted. But you didn't need to put it on a Henrique page, a generic theme page like that would not work. That's good for the last ones. I think these are cool for growing your account, like Hanan mentioned, but it won't like count in the views. But yeah, lastly, there's a very cool Henrique edit. I feel like this is kind of cool. Sorry, this was the one, but there was another one that was made, which was like a very cool edit. What have we learned? Most top performing clips were from Jack Zhang, Justin Mateen, and Aaron Levy's episode. I would say double down on what's working, use the same clips, different styles, make him pop off. Okay. The bad clips, here are a few examples of what not to do, right? Here, look at the logo placement. That logo placement is atrocious. It just covers the screen, first of all. Also, one more thing, Nick's episode. Nick from Revolut runs a really big company. Revolut is a huge company. This episode has a lot of potential that is unused. There are so many tips you guys can extract from this one if you actually listen to this one. But over here, what I wanted to point out is the logo placement is bad. You'd rather put the logo top right, make it a bit translucent, like reduce the opacity and ensure that there's no black background and you'll be fine. Over here, the clip size was the problem. Yeah,
people from my phone
for Twitter, try to just use like horizontal clips. You don't need to post like that. Color grading. Again, color grading perhaps could be better. But anyways, as for new ideas, simplicity wins. We've observed across clips that simple edits are doing well. Simple edits with some trendy music with a title on top. To gain views on X, you need to start engaging with bigger accounts on the platform. On X, it is really hard to get views, is what we're realizing. New accounts definitely need to also be tweeting out other things, engaging with accounts, commenting, and things like that for a chance to do well there. So yeah, anything else you guys want to cover with regards to the HD and HD campaign so far before we get into next steps? Hanan or anyone else on this call. If you want to talk, you can raise your hand.
On HD and HD, a lot of accounts that were warming up, I think the warm-up period is over. You have been posting for 3-4 days now. I think now is the time that you go all in on HD. As we've written, there is a lot of money still left on the table, guys. You can't just let that go. So if your accounts are warmed up, just go all in now. Don't leave that.
Cool. We have Sorcery, a new campaign launching tonight. We are currently releasing only 2 or 3 episodes from Sorcery first for the bounty, and then we will increase the number of episodes gradually. But first, we want you guys to be focusing on these 2 episodes. Okay? How do I disable people drawing? Hold on. Whatever. Then there is still 1.6 lakhs left for taking in HD and HD. It has been 4 days. An accounts created on Wednesday can go all in with clips now. You can post as much as you want. Don't worry about the botted clips. We know how to catch them and they will be banned. So nobody is getting an unfair advantage. Don't worry about that. We have Sorcery going out today, and we might have another campaign going out as well over the next week. I will confirm when and if that happens. So That is it. Rihan, do you have anything to say?
Hi, Shub. I had a doubt. Like you were telling, this HD and HD pound bounties will be like in 1 month cycle, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So after 1 month, like, will these bounties continue and should we keep the pages or take them down? Like,
So I would say keep the pages up, but to be able to continue them, we obviously need to show performance to the client as well. Have check-in calls with them.
okay,
Okay, here's what our efforts did, and then see what the client also wants, right? Which is why I can give a commitment of like, hey, let's complete the $2,000 budget, and then moving forward, like it also depends on the client if they want to renew or not with
yeah,
this
yeah, okay,
particular initiative.
yeah, okay, okay.
Thank you. Bharat, do you have anything to ask?
Yeah, Subhash. So I've actually raised a ticket. By when can I expect, like thing to be solved?
Got it. There are so many tickets, so Hanan is trying to get to all of them. Please allow us like a day or something to get to all of them. But what I can tell you is that all the clips will be replied to. Sometimes it just takes a bit of time.
Because right now my Instagram account is verified, but I'm having some issues with my TikTok and my YouTube account will be verified. Although I have an accounts created and I started posting in them also, but they have not been verified yet.
Got it. We'll have a look. Hanan, please try to.
Just tag me in the
Yep.
message again.
Cool. Arhan?
Yeah, so I actually have about 30 agent IG accounts, but they all have about 100 to 200 followers. Can I use to create new ones?
We'd have to rebrand them to HD and HD, first of all, on whatever podcast, or whatever bounty we're going for. Then the other thing would be like, what is the current audience like, right? For example, the 100, 200 followers you do have, are they going to impact your ability to get more views? Because if they're not interested in the content you're posting, it's going to affect your videos to go out to the broader audience. So that's a call for you to make. I have no problem if you rebrand from 100 followers. I do have a problem if people start rebranding their pages which have 30,000 followers, right? Because those views are not really legit because that audience did not follow the podcast. That audience followed for something else, and now they're being shown a different clip for something that they didn't follow for. So those are not exactly legit, and we will keep an eye on that. But if you already have accounts with 100 followers, feel free to do what you want if it helps you.
Perfect, brother. Appreciate your help. Thanks.
Thank you. Sakif, do you have anything to say?
Hey, so hi Subha. I think we are running out of curated clips. We need more curated clips.
Got it. Yes. The team at Atomic is working on that, but we're a podcasting agency. This is very new. So, our clippers are busy like actually clipping for podcasts. But curated clips, more of them is on us. We will try to get you more of that. But we've also shared like full episodes with you guys, right? So please feel free to clip on your own. Please feel free to share the clips themselves with everyone, I think that's just going to help everyone and it's not exactly going to take from others. So
And just pitching in there, Subhan, we've also shared the transcripts with them, so it makes curation quicker and easier.
thank you. Japteshwar, what's up?
Hello, I just wanted to ask, will you share the tab that we're showing right now?
Share this doc? Yeah, sure, I'll share it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Pramukh, what's up?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Subha. Actually, like, what exactly in full podcast, what exactly do you see in curated things, like curating the clips from full podcasts?
I think the hook is the most important thing. So there are two main things I would look for. Hook, right? Hook is like the most interesting first 3 to 5 seconds. Like, for example, with the Airwallex clip, I went for this date at 9 p.m. and at 11 p.m. I had $1 million in my bank account, right? So something that is very catchy needs to be there in the first 3 to 5 seconds, ideally 3 seconds. Then the second thing I look for is a complete story. Okay. It needs to be at least like ideally either above 40 seconds to 1 minute and it completes the story, or under 20 seconds and it's like a, like one of those shorts which is like, exciting and that's about it, or like funny.
Okay, thank you.
We do have a full guide on clipping coming out soon. But again, it's been a few days and we are working on the full guide as well. So that should help you out.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Manav, what's up?
Hey Subha, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm fine. Just wanted to tell that drive link has been like removed. So can
Correct.
you please add it again?
Yes, we will be adding them. One request to everyone who has been working on Sebastian clips, we want to take down all of the Sebastian or the Klarna clips. So if you have posted that, we will be getting in touch with you. Please try to take down the Sebastian clips. And that's all. Why? Because Sebastian asked us to take it down. Like he doesn't want to be seen on clips. That's his choice. So we will be taking down all of those clips. That's one request to the whole community. Let's take down that. And we will be uploading that drive link back very soon. And we'll also add some more clips to it. So that's all. Thank you, Manav. Suresh?
Yeah, I wanted to ask, how can I connect multiple accounts on Discord? Like, how can I get verification if I'm running, let's just say, multiple clipping of fan page channels?
Get another Discord account in the server. I know it's not the most convenient, but for now, that is the workaround.
But like, if I'm running around with 3 to 4 fan pages account, then
yeah, we will work on solving this challenge in the next month. But for now, I'm sorry, you'll have to create more accounts.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Yash?
Hey, hi, Shub.
Hi.
I want to ask on if you could share me an insight on how I can target the right audience, because for me the problem has been right audience, and I did try it with all the variations, posting it on 11 a.m., posting it on 11 p.m. as well. But the audience I've been getting is most of the times are Indians, and in that too, some of them are like not even related to that particular reel or that particular post that I've did, but still they like it. Not sure why this is happening. If you could share any insight, it would be great.
And how many views have you been getting so far, Yash?
I've been getting consistent 200 to 300 views for every reel.
Okay, cool. That's the problem. So far, you need a breakout reel. So if a reel goes beyond that, right? And this normally happens when you have like a good hook, you need one of your reels to really pop off and do well. Once it crosses like, let's say the 10K view mark, the algorithm does its own thing and it finds the audience that is going to resonate most with the piece of content you've shared. At the start, when you're getting that 200 to 300 views, it's basically your local area that it's being shown to. And then you need like a really good clip to break out of there. And then your audience is going to fine tune itself. That is what I've seen from my experience. So some people who have been getting views over here, they've been getting like my Dell in chat. He just shared a screenshot. He's been getting a 30% US audience, which is fairly standard after your clip actually starts performing. And these companies, these pods that you are seeing, they are relevant in the US market only, right? Like Airwallex, we don't know that here in India, but in the US, people know. So naturally, you are going to get that audience if you stay consistent and get views. Once you start getting views, the algorithm will do its thing. Cool. So Suresh, I believe I answered earlier. Teshwar, I think I answered. Pranav?
Hey Subha, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Yes, I just had a query and wanted some insights or suggestions from you. So in the YouTube account I post, so I'm getting on an average in a day around 1.5 to 2K views, but after that the view count has become stagnant, like it's not increasing like a one view. So any suggestions on that?
I think the main thing, Pranav, is always going to come down to clip quality. Like the clip itself needs to be good and nothing else matters. And I think Instagram, perhaps at the start, or other social media platforms at the start, they try to prioritize new accounts. They give them like these boosts of views to 1K, 2K, 3K. And then after it really is like, okay, well, now you better post some good clips. I'm not going to give you the same views. I think that is how these platforms often work.
Understood. Understood.
But the
Thanks for the
only
insight.
thing you can control is
Yeah.
the quality of clips. The rest is out of your control.
Understood. Thanks, man.
No worries. Harper, I don't know how to say that.
Yes, so my YouTube got banned 2 times. How do I deal with that?
What? Can you please repeat?
Maybe due to copyright issues. My YouTube got banned 2 times.
This probably happens when you're creating a new Google account. Raise a ticket and ask Hanan. That's my advice there.
I raised the ticket, but I got nothing.
There's a lot to get
Tag
back
me.
to. Please give us.
Tag me.
Okay. Thank you. We will get to that as well. Subhan.
Hey Subha, my question was I missed the starting 2 minutes. What were you saying about the audience part? I missed that.
Nothing important.
Okay, so audience doesn't matter as of now, right?
Your audience matters, but like right now, it doesn't matter how many followers you build. What matters is like get the views. Like the algorithm is the one that's going to get you the views, not a pre-built audience.
Yeah. I'm like creating new accounts. So that's okay.
Cool.
Thank you.
Aryan.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. My question is, can the payment method be Wise or something else like PayPal?
We are working on getting PayPal up and running. PayPal said it'll get back to us in a day or two because we just registered. So far, we only have UPI available. Later, we will get PayPal, but right now we don't have confirmation about it.
Okay, another question. My question was like, I'm not getting views, I'm getting 100 or 200 views. So could you suggest me some tips to like boost my views?
Share it with others, especially in the server. The other thing is use the clips that are already doing well. You see, we went through like the top 7 clips here together. So try to post them with new angles, and that's really it.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. We've got Kush and Yito. I'm not going to say that.
Hi, Subha.
Hi.
I just wanted to ask if we upload a clip which already has some X amount of views, do they count it or how does that work?
What do you mean?
Like if I already have some X amount of views and then if I add it to the Discord thing, does that count?
In most cases, we'll count it, but you need to add it when you upload. So please do that because what can happen is like, what if over here you already have a clip that gets 1 million views and now you add it, right? After it gets
Yeah.
then it's like, we don't know the accurate amount of how far the bounty has moved. So if you add it with too much of a delay, it won't be counted. If you add it, like, I would really recommend adding it right after you've published it, right? Because that is how we are able to keep track.
Okay. One more question. Some of my videos were stuck at 0 views. No copyright claims or nothing, which I could find. So do you have any idea?
Which
what the
platform?
reason could be? On YouTube as well as Instagram. Like 1 or 2 videos.
At 0 views. And the others are
Yeah.
getting views?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I guess sometimes it just happens. I would delete it and re-upload it later.
But won't it affect the algorithm if we're re-uploading the same stuff?
It could. But if it got 0 views, is there any harm? I don't know. Over here, we're really in the guessing game here.
I mean, I just feel like is it ghosted or something?
Yeah, perhaps, which is why I would maybe delete it and re-upload, but I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know if that harms your account or if it doesn't. So I'm in guessing territory. I don't know the answer.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Person.
Probably remix the clip a bit so that the
Hello.
Yeah. Kush, perhaps change the clip just a little bit and then re-upload that. Yes. Hello.
Is it fine if we share our clips to our friends and family to like help gain the help the reel gain motion?
Do it a little bit, but not too much, because then it will go to the wrong audience because your family is not genuinely interested in Henrique clips, right?
Yeah.
You really wanted to get in the algorithm, and the algorithm will likely take it to the US audience, right? So do it a little bit to prove that it's a real account, and then let the algorithm do its thing.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Gaurav asks when the next bounties come. Likely after 12:30 a.m. today is the next bounty. Who else? We have Venkat. Let's go with Venkat. Venkat. Hi. You are not audible, sir. Okay, you need to fix your mic. V.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
So like I had a question like if you were 19 again, so like I'm currently 19 and you got this opportunity right now and you had the opportunity to play with the algorithm. So what specific niche you could have found in HD and HD clips that you would have targeted so that you could play with the algorithm too?
I feel like it's all about looking at what's working. Like the number one thing I would do, which is what some people did, right? They looked at HD's account, they saw which clips have already done well, and then they just remix that. Like you don't need to innovate, you only need to innovate once you're out of remix clips. So what I would do is I would take this meeting, I would look at the top 7 clips, I would add my angle to it, thinking, okay, what I think is going to go most viral, and then I would just upload those. Once I'm out of ideas, I'd listen to a pod or two and create new clips.
Like the thing is, I am specifically targeting the life advices given by the guest, and I am getting around 5K views. I'm just posting the life advices given by the guest.
Well,
I'm not basically using any raw clips.
I would title it as something like, hey, $10 billion founder on failing school, right? Something like that. If you're going around life advice, then I would always tie in like the CEO, like what is their company valuation? XYZ CEO on this.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, I do have to end, guys. We cannot keep this going forever. This is going to happen every week. So don't worry about it. We'll have community calls every week. And yeah, thank you all so much for taking part in Tomo Clips. I'm super excited to grow with everyone. Payments will happen on 2nd and 17th. We might have 1-2 days here or there, but likely to be on the 2nd. And we will reach out to everyone who is eligible for payments to create invoices, right? We'll give you an invoice template. You have to return that invoice template to us and you will be paid out via UPI. Thank you all and have a good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.